You come home, your dog loses their mind. Tail spinning, jumping, whining, like you just returned from war. And you pat them twice. Maybe say, "Hey buddy," then you check your phone. Sound familiar? Here's what most people don't realize, and this is backed by actual behavioral science. Your dog's brain is wired to track your every move, every single day. Researchers at the Family Dog Project in Budapest found that dogs process human emotional cues the same way human infants do. They are biologically programmed to need specific things from you. Not expensive things, not complicated things, simple things. Things you're probably skipping, not because you're a bad owner, but because nobody told you how much it actually matters to them. These aren't tricks. These are psychological needs. And your dog has been waiting, sometimes for years, for you to finally do them. Let's talk about all 10. Point number 1, let them sniff. You're on a walk. Your dog stops, nose to the ground, sniffing one single spot for 45 seconds. And you tug the leash. Come on, let's go. That right there, that's the equivalent of someone ripping a book out of your hands mid-chapter. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times more powerful than ours. When they sniff, they're not just smelling, they're reading who was here, when, their emotional state, whether they were scared or relaxed. Sniffing is what animal behaviorists call a self-soothing mechanism. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, and it genuinely lowers your dog's cortisol levels. In economics, we'd call this a high ROI activity. It costs you almost nothing, but it pays your dog back enormously in mental calm. Next walk, give them 3 minutes of pure sniff time. No tugging, just let them read the world. Point number 2, make eye contact, real eye contact. When a dog looks into your eyes and you look back, both of your bodies release oxytocin. That's the same bonding hormone released between mothers and newborns. This was proven in a 2015 study published in Science by Nagasawa and colleagues. They literally measured oxytocin levels in both dogs and owners after mutual gaze sessions. The bond deepens, the trust deepens. But here's the problem. Most of us make eye contact with our dogs by accident, while yelling at them, or while they're begging for food. That's not the same thing. Try this. Sit on the floor. No phone, no TV. Just look at your dog softly. No intensity, no commands, and let them look back. That 60-second moment, it registers in your dog's brain like a declaration of love. Point number 3, use their name with positive energy only. This one is subtle, but it's doing serious damage in a lot of households. Think about how many times today you said your dog's name. Max, stop. Max, no. Max, get down. Over time, your dog develops what's called negative classical conditioning around their own name. Their name becomes a stress trigger. You say it, their ears go back, their body tenses, not because they're guilty, because they've learned that their name usually means something unpleasant is coming. Think of it like this. Imagine your boss only ever called your name when something went wrong. Eventually, hearing your name would make your stomach drop. Your dog's name should feel like a warm word. Say it when you're giving them a treat, when you're rubbing their belly. When they do something right, rebuild the association. Make their name feel safe again. Point number 4. Let them sleep near you. Dogs are pack animals. This isn't poetic, it's neurological. Their nervous systems are calibrated to feel safe when they're physically close to their bonded group. When a dog sleeps alone, especially isolated in a crate far from where you sleep, their stress hormones can spike. They enter what animal psychologists call separation distress. It's not just sadness, it's a physiological stress response, like falling asleep worried every single night. Now, you don't have to share your bed if that's not your thing, but even letting them sleep in the same room, on a bed near yours, changes everything. The presence of your breathing, your smell, your heat, it tells their brain, the pack is safe. I can rest. That's a gift, and it's free. Point number 5, play. Actually play, not just throw and scroll. You've probably thrown a ball while checking Instagram. We've all done it. But here's the thing, dogs don't just want the ball. They want you engaged in the game. Play in canine psychology is actually a social bonding ritual. It's how dogs establish trust and hierarchy within their pack in the wild. When you're distracted during play, your dog notices. They'll often slow down, drop the toy, or come sit near you instead. That's them trying to reconnect,
not because they're bored of the game, but because the point of the game was you. Real play is 10 minutes where your phone is face down. You're laughing, you're chasing, you're present.
Think of it like a compound investment in your relationship. Consistent, real play builds a trust account that pays dividends in your dog's loyalty and emotional health for years. Point number 6, learn their stress signals. Dogs can't say, "I'm overwhelmed," but their body is constantly broadcasting it. Yawning when they're not tired, licking their lips repeatedly, whale eye, that's when you can see the whites around their eyes, tucked tail, low body posture, sudden scratching. These are called calming signals, a term coined by Norwegian dog trainer Turid Rugaas. They're your dog's way of saying, "This is too much for me right now." Most owners completely miss these. They think their dog is fine because it's not barking or growling, but by the time a dog growls, they've usually been signaling distress for several minutes. When you learn to read these signals and respond to them, you become safe to your dog. And a dog that feels safe with their owner is a dog that doesn't develop anxiety, aggression, or shutdown behavior. Pay attention to the small things. They're not small to your dog. Point number 7, give them a predictable routine. Dogs don't experience time the way we do. They don't know it's Tuesday, but they are extraordinary pattern detectors. They know the sound of your alarm. They know when the afternoon light hits a certain angle. They know when it's walk time, sometimes before you've even thought about it yourself. Routine is not boring for a dog. Routine is security. In behavioral psychology, this is called predictability as a stress buffer. When a living being can predict what comes next, their anxiety baseline drops significantly. Chaotic schedules, irregular feeding, unpredictable walks, some days alone all day and some days home all day, create a dog that's always on edge, always waiting, never sure. You don't need a military schedule, but roughly consistent feeding times, walk times, and sleep times, that's one of the most powerful psychological tools you have. Point number 8, speak to them. Actually talk to them. Yes, talk to your dog. I know it sounds obvious, but I don't mean the commands. I don't mean sit and stay. I mean actually talking, telling them about your day, narrating what you're doing, just letting your voice fill the room. Research from the University of Sussex shows that dogs process language using both hemispheres of their brain, just like humans do. They're not just hearing tone, they're actually processing word patterns and associating meaning. More importantly, your voice is an attachment cue. Your specific voice, your rhythms, your pitch, is deeply associated in their brain with safety and connection. Dogs who are spoken to regularly show lower baseline cortisol and higher engagement during training. It's not a coincidence. You don't have to make sense. Just talk. They're listening. Point number 9, protect them from things that scare them. Here's one that a lot of well-meaning owners get wrong. A stranger wants to pet your dog. Your dog backs away, and you say, "Oh, it's okay, she's friendly, go ahead," and let it happen. That moment, that small moment, is actually a betrayal of trust. When your dog communicates discomfort and you override it, they learn that their signals don't matter, that you won't protect them, and over time, they stop signaling and start reacting, growling, snapping. Not because they're dangerous, because they've lost faith that you'll step in before it gets to that point. Your dog should never have to protect themselves from a social situation when you're standing right there. Start advocating for your dog. She's not really comfortable with strangers, thanks though. Done. The moment your dog realizes you've got them, the trust that builds from that is unshakable. Point number 10, just be with them. Nothing else. This last one is the simplest, and somehow the rarest. Just sit with your dog. No agenda, no training, no walk goal, no Instagram. Just be there. On the couch, on the floor, in the backyard watching the sky. Dogs live completely in the present moment. They don't worry about tomorrow. They don't replay yesterday. They exist in a state that most of us spend years of meditation trying to reach. And when you sit with them, really sit, fully present, something shifts. You can feel it. They settle, their breathing slows, they lean into you. That moment isn't nothing. In dog psychology, that state of calm co-regulation, where two beings mutually calm each other's nervous systems, is the deepest form of bonding available to a dog and a human. Your dog isn't asking you to be perfect. They're not asking for the biggest house or the fanciest food. They're asking for you, fully, even for just 10 minutes a day. So here's what we covered.
Let them sniff. It's not wasted time, it's mental medicine. Make real eye contact. That's how they fall in love with you every day. Use their name with warmth. Let them sleep close to you. Actually play with them. Phone down, fully in it. Learn their stress signals before they escalate. Keep a predictable routine. That's their version of financial security. Consistency is safety. Talk to them, advocate for them, and just be with them sometimes. That's it.
You don't have to be a perfect dog owner. You don't have to overhaul your life. But if you pick even 2 or 3 things from this list and make them a habit, your dog will feel it. They will know something shifted, and you'll see it in how they look at you. That look, where their eyes go soft and they just lean in, that's not gratitude. That's trust, and that's everything. If this hit home for you, share it with someone whose dog deserves a little more from them. And if you want to go deeper into dog psychology, subscribe. We go into this stuff every week. See you in the next one.